Creepy Kentuckian here with you from DEADPIT Radio. Today, the review is a very interesting one. I got one of these limited edition Via Vision sets that I wanted to talk about that I don't know if a whole lot of you guys know is out there. This, from director Tibor Takics, this one's a childhood classic for me. Definitely a gateway horror movie from back in the day. We're talking about the Gate film collection. This has the Gate 1 and the Gate 2 for the very first time in one deluxe set. Look at the lenticular, baby, the goodness of it. Very, very nice looking classy set from Via Vision over in Australia. But the interesting thing about Via Vision is their Blu-rays are region free. So you can play these in any Blu-ray player across the globe. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the movies, taking a look at this set, and talking about the Gate like we've never talked about before. Not only the first Gate from 1987, Gate 2 from 1992. That was technically when it was released. Had some issues, that one did. But now, for the very first time on Blu-ray, together in one set, we're going to take a look at it. We're going to talk about it. And I will answer the question for you guys. If the Gate film collection is one worth picking up. The Gate from 1987 features young brother and teenage sister Glenn, played by Stephen Dorff, and Al, played by Krista Denton. They're left home alone for the weekends. Young Glenn discovers a hole in the backyard, which happens to be a gateway to hell. And after Glenn's friend Terry plays a heavy metal album backwards, and the family dog dies buried in the hole in the backyard, that was a big mistake, they unknowingly awaken the demons and minions that came from hell's depths, which attempt to kill the young trio. Loads of 80s cheese and fun in this movie. Great stop motion effects. Gate was definitely one of the big gateway films, no pun intended, for young kids. This was a PG-13 horror movie that did have some serious creepy shit in it. But continuing on, director Tibor Takics did The Gate 2 Trespassers. Now, this film was set 5 years after the events of the original film. Glenn and his family has moved away. This one features Terry, played by Louis Tripp, who is still fascinated by demonology and the macabre, and just doesn't know when to leave well enough alone, and opens up the gate once again in the Gate 2. Terry does rituals at Glenn's deserted house, and the minions and demons are back from the gates of hell. The Gate 2, I've always had a little bit of fun with this, but it is not a good movie. You can definitely understand why this movie was sitting on a shelf for a couple of years. The studio really didn't know what to do with it. And I think it was finished by 1990, but released in 92. Just kind of thrown out there and left to obscurity from that point on. The original Gate movie is one that I love, and it's one that I go back to all the time. Perfect little movie to watch around Halloween and everything. The Gate 2, I'm not sure what I really think about The Gate 2. Definitely not that good of a movie. Definitely a poor sequel, but it does have some charm to it. Louis Tripp is not really that great of an actor. I think he's a great co-star, but he's not a star, if you know what I mean. And the plot of The Gate 2, there's not really that much of a plot to it. It starts going down like Charles Band territory towards the end of the movie as well. But the Gate movies, man, I mean, the first movie alone is worth it, checking this out. Now, this edition here, I was kind of curious about this because over here in the U.S., The Gate is out from Vestron/Lionsgate, and The Gate 2 is out from Shout Factory /Scheme Factory. And the funny thing is these discs that's in this set here are essentially exactly the same as the Vestron and Scream Factory releases. So if you don't own those, you want to get this in just a very nice lenticular, classy case here. I'll open up the packaging here. It comes with some art cards, which you got a nice set here of art cards. You could send these as postcards if you wanted to. Yeah, look at that. And these are like glossy, almost like photographs, if you will. It's a shot from the Gate 2, where he keeps a minion in like formaldehyde or whatever the hell it is. It's from the original one there. And there's a goddamn minion. And the artwork on the main disc. It's of course 2 discs here. And there is a pretty good amount of extras on this. Like I said, these seem to be the exact releases as Scream Factory and Lionsgate. They include audio commentaries by the director and filmmakers, special effects artists, and all that. There's isolated score selections on the first film. Gate unlocked the conversation with director Tibor Tokix and special effects designer and supervisor Randall William Cook. Minion Maker featurettes, cast interviews, tons of stuff on there. The Gate 2 includes another audio commentary with the director Tibor Tokix and film historian Jarrett Gahan. And that one seems to be new. So that one is dated for 2023. So this may be an exclusive extra for this release. Return to the Nightmare, look back at the Gate 2 documentary, which Michael Felcher did. From the depths, an interview with makeup effects artist Craig Reardon, theatrical trailer, retail promos, and more. So I do stand corrected. It does look like there's a brand new audio commentary on the Gate 2. And that is the lone new extra on this. But for me, I did not own the Gate 2 on anything but DVD. So it was great to finally pick up the Gate 2 Trespassers in this edition here. And it's very nice. I love Via Vision's limited editions. They do a great job. So check it out. So that is it for the review, guys. Check it out. Be sure to check us out. We're over at DEADPIT.com. Give us the thumbs up.
Up you butt.
Like, subscribe. And if you subscribe, here's something else you can do. Once you subscribe, you can click the bell notification, right? And it'll notify you anytime that Dead Pit puts up new shit.
Or don't. I really don't give a fuck.
I want you to. I want you to.
I don't care.
Let's keep our community growing here on YouTube.
I don't like it. I don't want you to do nothing.
Listen, they need to do that.
No, don't you dare touch it.
Thumbs up. Subscribe. Click that bell.
There's all kinds of wonderful shirts over at shop.deadpit.com. Simply the best horror shirts. On TeePublic, there are others, but they all suck. You can get some Dead Pit Radio shirts. You can get Last Out on the Left. The Hills Have Eyes. Texas Chainsaw. Oh, wait, you can't say Texas Chainsaw. All kinds of shirts, folks. You're gonna love them. Shop.deadpit.com.
Thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon. DeadPit on Patreon.com is the only place to check out a complete archive of the old Dead Pit radio shows all the way back from 2005 on, in addition to the midweek shows, fan commentaries, exclusive podcasts, and much more. Dead Pit on Patreon.com if you're interested. Tiers start at only $1.